What's going on, everybody? Welcome to 3D Rivals, the podcast where we talk about movies and comics and everything in between. My name is Darren, also known as DJ, and I am joined by my siblings today. We have my brother Derek.
Yo, what's up?
And my sister Dallas.
Hello, everybody.
All right, so interesting stuff happened this week. We got a trailer for Avengers Endgame, and we know the hype is real for that, right? Right?
Yes.
Definitely
Yes.
looking forward to it.
Oh, I didn't know we were supposed to respond.
Well, yes, the hype is real for Avengers Endgame, so I'm excited about that. We're going to talk about that a little bit, and then also we all finished the second season of The Gifted, so we're going to talk a little bit about that. First, I'm going to get into the news, though, as always. And first bit of news, the Russo brothers, the directors of Winter Soldier and Civil War and Avengers Infinity War and Avengers Endgame, are going to be directing a new movie with Tom Holland as the star called Cherry. Which is like, right? I know, I'm like, why is it called Cherry? But I read up on it. Apparently it's a story about a soldier coming back with PTSD, and he starts getting into stuff like robbing banks and stuff like that. So it sounds kind of interesting. And
Okay.
with Tom Holland as an actor there and the Russo brothers directing, I think it'd be pretty good. I want to check it out.
Is it a?
Yeah. I like
series
seeing
movie?
the other actors, pick up other roles outside of, the superhero character. Just to show that, if they can actually, do other acting roles.
Right, yeah. What'd you ask, Dallas?
Was it a serious movie?
I think it is gonna be a serious movie. It's loosely based off of a true story. It's based off a book that's based loosely on a true story of a soldier. So, I was actually thinking about getting the book and reading it.
Okay.
See what the story was about. But then, I don't know if that would ruin the movie for me.
No, it doesn't.
No? Okay.
No, you can read a book and then see the movie.
Well, then
Yeah.
you know the story.
Okay, yeah.
Well, anyway, so I might check that out. Check out Cherry. Also, Captain Marvel is in its second weekend, and as of the recording of this podcast today, its box office worldwide is $760 million.
Yes, I saw that.
That's pretty good. How much was their second week drop off?
So it was 550 last week, so that's about 50%, I guess.
Okay, because that's about
Drop off
normal,
because
right?
you got another $200 million.
Yeah. Okay.
Probably a little less than 50%. I don't know with this amount of numbers if that really count, like that percentage counts as much.
Right, because everyone went to go see it the first week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when you're talking, I don't know what the normal percentage is for the second weekend drop off.
Well, it said that the exact number is 56% drop off,
Okay.
which is larger than the 43 and 44% drop off from Black Panther and Wonder Woman in the second week. But it said it still sits only behind Beauty and the Beast at 90 million on the all-time list of second weekend totals in March.
Yeah. I knew it was up on the list for second weekend totals.
Yeah.
So okay, so it was a big drop off, but I mean, I think part of that is everyone went to see it when it came out the first weekend.
Right.
Yeah, I just asked that because sometimes they say, like, you can judge how good a movie is or how much people liked it by the percent drop off.
I did because, I mean, this is going to make $1 billion. It's apparent. I don't think this is $1 billion movie, much the same way I didn't think Aquaman was $1 billion movie. What was I going to say? Oh, I did go ahead and relook at the reviews and stuff that they have. And it's at like a 79% positive for critics with they're rating it about a 6.8 out of 10. And then audiences, it's also positive. I forget the number. I think it's like 59% or something like that, or 65, around there. And audiences was rating it about 3 out of 5.
Okay.
So that to me sounds right. I think those ratings is about right. To me, it's like a 7 out of 10 or a 3 out of 5 or around there.
Yeah.
So I think that's fair, and it seems like everybody is viewing it the same way.
And for me, I think, like just thinking on it and like thinking back onto the movie, I think I like it better now than when I first saw it. It's like now I'm was able to like think back on the movie, think on scenes and stuff, and I'm just like, okay. So for me, I feel better about the movie the second week around than I did the first time.
Mm,
It's still a 7 out of 10.
yeah, it's a 7 out of 10 or below for me.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still a 7 out of 10, but like I was leaning more towards a 6, but now it's like I'm leaning more towards an 8.
Whoa, that's a big jump. You said 7, now you're talking 8. Like this
No,
is not
I'm
an
saying-
8 out of 10. No,
No, it's not an 8 out of 10. It's not an 8 out of 10 movie.
no, absolutely not.
It is not. It is not.
So yeah, but I mean, good for them. It's another movie that I'm confused as why too. Well, no, the hype for the movie was pretty big, and it's definitely reaching $1 billion pretty quickly because it took a little bit for Aquaman to get there, didn't it?
Yeah. I think it's because it's the lead into Endgame.
Yeah, the Endgame hype is probably carrying this a little bit.
Yeah.
Which I
mean, we said that though.
Yeah, I mean, I have to say that like it did help me get even more hype for Endgame. Even with my issues with the movie, I still came out of it wanting to know more about Carol Danvers and Captain Marvel, and wanting to know what happens with her in Endgame. So it did its job at least. But somehow it kind of feels like it's just like, oh, here's to hold you guys over. Here's a thing, you know. But still talking about Marvel here, Shang-Chi now has a director, someone I never heard of. His name is Destin Daniel Cretton, I think.
I have no idea.
Okay.
So I never heard of him, but that's the Shang-Chi Master of Kung Fu movie that Marvel said they're going to come out with.
Did you look to see what movies he did?
I did. I didn't know any of those movies.
Okay.
So yeah, we don't know we don't know any of the movies that he's directed. So I don't know if he's good or not, but besides the Captain Marvel movie, I think Marvel has chosen good directors for their movies. Jumanji 3, which I was confused at first.
3?
Yeah, Jumanji Into the Jungle is 2. It is a sequel. So there's a Jumanji 3.
Okay.
It says it's started filming this year, January 19th, and it's set to release December.
Oh, wow.
I was like, that's a quick turnaround, right? Is that just me, or it feels like it's a quick turnaround?
It feels quick, but maybe they feel like they don't have to do a lot of marketing and whatever.
Oh, maybe not. I mean, I hear Into the Jungle was actually pretty decent. I gotta see that.
Yeah, it was okay.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I might check it out. I mean, I like The Rock. Kevin Hart can be funny, and you have...
They work well together.
Yeah. Oh, they were in that other movie, right?
Central Intelligence.
Yeah, Central Intelligence. I didn't watch that one
Yeah.
either.
I seen it. It was funny. It was a decent movie.
Yeah. So we have a Jumanji movie coming out at the end of the year.
Okay.
It just felt a little weird. I was like, wow, it's the first time I'm hearing about it. And it's releasing at the end of this year.
Right,
so.
and they already,
Yeah, so... but Sony has a 7-year plan for their Spidey-less Spider-Verse.
You said 7-year plan?
Yes.
So we're going to get 7 years of Spider-Man.
Of not Spider-Man.
No, right.
Oh.
No Spider-Man.
Yes.
Okay.
7 years of not Spider-Man. Unless they take him back from Marvel, which I don't think they're going to do. But yeah, Okay, I don't know because the movies that they say
So
that
is that gonna be a movie a year for 7 years? Is what they trying to say?
I don't know. Do they have a movie coming out this year? I don't think they do.
I don't think they do.
Like a superhero movie?
Yeah, for the Spider-Man verse thing.
Wait, is it Spider Verse without Spider Man?
Yes.
Yeah,
Venom.
Venom was the first movie.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I'm like,
So they're coming out with a Morbius movie with Jared
Is
Leto.
that gonna be the next one? I thought Craven was going to be the next.
No, I think Morbius is going to be the next one.
well, these got to be at least 2 years out. They haven't started doing anything.
Yeah, I haven't heard that they started doing anything. Morbius, Craven the Hunter, Silver and Black, which is Silver Sable and Black Cat. I mean, none of these characters are interesting by themselves to me. I don't.
Right.
I mean, we've mentioned it before. We'll see what they do. I mean, they didn't. Okay.
And they could be limited on what they can use since Spider-Man is in the MCU.
Yeah,
and they're using Spider-Man villains.
yeah. If you use all his villains, what
You
are
know,
we going to use in the MCU?
Yeah,
I mean, he's
because
got.
we don't know who the villains are going to be in the third Spider-Man movie. So
True. I mean, side note is Marvel likes to do trilogies, so there's only one more.
right.
But I assume they're going to keep him in for other movies, though. He won't have his own title movie, but he'll have other ones.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, there. Yeah, you're right. I was trying to say something, but it would have been exactly what you said.
Okay. Well, you know, Iron Man, he's been in everything, and
And Black Widow.
yeah, Black Widow, and she hasn't even had her own movie yet. Okay. The Disney Fox merger. A little bit more news on that. It is a definitive date of closing on March 20th. So.
3 days from now.
Yeah. You brought the fork wild. Now they know when we recorded it.
Oh. Where's Deadpool when you need him?
This is a live podcast. You didn't know that? Whenever you're listening to this, is when we're recording it. I want you guys to know. So yeah, it's closing on the 20th. And I know we're all happy about that, but there's a downside. So there's 7,500 jobs expected to be lost in the merger.
Oof.
A lot of people.
That's a lot of people.
Yep. And apparently it's causing problems because people are quitting instead of getting fired without knowing that they're going to be fired. They're just quitting instead. So the Dark Phoenix movie, now its marketing team is temps.
But isn't it better to get laid off?
I think so.
So then you get your severance package and all of that?
Yeah, I don't know. There was a quote from someone, and I've never been in this situation. I imagine it's hard. I get that. But there was a quote from one of the people on the marketing team, and they were saying they wish they would just let them know what's going to happen. But, and I'm not for defending corporate giants because, I mean, in a way they're horrible. But if it's closing on March 20th, then that would mean Disney doesn't know who and what they're letting go yet. They have to assess everything? They just got approval from the world governments. So I would imagine they didn't know if Johnny still had his job or not.
Yeah, I agree. I've never been in this situation, but I've been around companies that bought other companies. And it's kind of like you got to wait till the new people come in.
Yeah.
For them to figure out what they're going to do and then go from there.
Yeah.
I've been a part of that. It sucks.
Okay, but you didn't comment on the part we were talking about.
Yeah, so, like, I mean, like, I understand, like, it's horrible to lose your job, and you're not losing your job because you were bad at it.
Right.
But what I'm saying, the people quitting early, at this point, would you know? Like,
well, like, when I was a part of it, what you get is you get people speculating their position. And, like, they'll say, oh, well, if this company has this position and I work that same position for this company, I may be replaced by somebody else from the current company because they want their guy to stay in that position.
Okay.
So a lot of times people worry about that.
Yeah, we get that. That's what we're saying. We're saying, at what point did you know that your job was safe or not safe?
2 days before.
Nick.
2 days before what?
2 days before the merger happened.
Okay.
They let you
Like
know
2
if
days.
you had his job still.
So they were probably figuring all that stuff out.
Yeah.
During that time. So, and I know we're 3 days before, but this quote happened well before then. So I think these people, like, saying that, you're jumping the gun a little bit. Especially, like, I know we've known for over a year that the merger was happening, but, like, you know. However,
It could be a pride thing, too.
Yeah.
People just don't want to get fired.
But you're getting laid off, not fired. There's a difference. There's a difference.
It is.
It would be probably better to take a severance. Because then you have money to live off of while you're looking for another job. And there's plenty of studio. I don't know how this goes. I don't know. I have no idea what I'm talking about, honestly. But but I'm pretty sure there's something out there in that industry that they can kind of grab a hold of. I mean, especially if you're on the marketing team, like, he probably did some real important stuff.
Yeah, you can do that just about anywhere. I guess in that case, it would just be all about money.
Yeah, maybe. So, some sad news. Transformers is continuing with their story from the last movie, not the Bumblebee movie, the Transformers.
The last night?
Last night. So the Bumblebee was thought to be a reboot, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We all figured. So apparently now the next movie is going to be a sequel to The Last Night.
Did anyone see The Last Night?
My goodness. I haven't even seen it. Have anybody seen it?
No, I'm not seeing any of these movies ever.
It's on Hulu.
I'm done. I'm done with Transformers. I'm not even watching it on Hulu. I don't want to waste my Hulu time on it.
I probably watched like the first 20 and I couldn't continue.
Yeah, these movies have been horrible, and why would you continue that storyline?
I'm upset at myself that I watched the last one before The Last Night.
Oh, the one with the dinosaurs?
Yeah.
That's the one I watched out
That's
of the
the one
theater
with Mark Wahlberg, right?
Yeah. I left the theater on that one.
Well, I didn't want to waste my money. I stayed, but
no, it was dumb.
I was disappointed.
Yeah.
I'm like, how you gonna hype me up about them turning into dinosaurs and like it was the last 15 minutes of the movie?
That's the problem with that you had?
It was the last 15.
I mean, I had a problem with the whole movie, but I still was trying to figure out when the dinosaurs was coming.
Like the fact that they included in the movie an actual line of somebody who was like 19 explaining to someone's dad why they could date their 17-year-old daughter legally. And I'm like, why is that in the movie? No one would question this in the movie. We don't care. Like, why is this in the movie? Like, they devoted time to this movie to explain the Romeo and Juliet clause for whatever state they were supposed to be in.
17 is the legal age in every state, isn't it?
I don't know. I don't question it, but they were dating while they were in high school, so it was legal after the fact. Whatever. Who cares? Why is that in the movie?
I don't know.
So, yeah. I
don't know.
Yeah, and that's just one. Somebody got punched in the face with a tire. That's all I gotta say. Like, it's stupid. It's so dumb. And now I'm definitely... So, I hear Bumblebee was good, but you know what? I'm not gonna go see it. Because...
Yeah, I haven't
why?
seen that either.
Because why?
Okay.
If we're gonna do this with these movies, why should I invest my time in it?
True.
Also, on even stupider news, Ezra Miller, he's the actor that plays the Flash in the DC movies. Apparently, he's going to be penning a script for the Flash movie along with another writer. I forget his name. I'm sorry, guys, but he's like a really good writer. My bad. So Ezra Miller, he's writing it, and apparently it's because there's a discrepancy between what the studio wants and what Ezra Miller thinks the Flash should be. And it's not what you think. The studio is actually on the right side this time because the directors in the studio wanted the movie to be more lighthearted, like a Spider-Man Homecoming type of movie and things like that, which apparently is working because Aquaman made $1 billion. Like,
right.
They have reason to believe this. Ezra Miller wants a darker take on the Flash.
No, the Flash isn't a dark character.
But the Flash is not a dark character, as Dallas just said.
Yes, as Dallas just said. Yeah, it's like it's not a dark character. Like, we ran into this with Superman already. You wanted to make a dark Superman, and that doesn't work because it's against his character.
What I'm trying to understand, why is DC want to be so dark? Like, my goodness.
Well, this time it's the stupid actor.
But why are they letting him do this?
Well, apparently, if it doesn't work, he might not be Flash anymore.
Oh, because I was about to say he's replaceable.
Yeah, he definitely is replaceable. Like,
he's very forgettable.
You can get another Flash, and I say get another Flash. I'll forget this mess. It's a darker take on the Flash. What kind of mess? Like, what?
That doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't.
Yeah. Like nowhere do you read in any of the Flash comic books as him being a dark character.
No, the only character that should be dark
is Batman.
Batman, yeah. And possibly Green Arrow.
Yeah, you can make Green Arrow dark.
Everybody else isn't.
Like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. You gotta do these things that fit the character. Really. Like, okay, if the Black Widow movie comes out and it has darker... If it's a darker movie, that fits. She's a spy. Yeah. It can be dark. But we can't have a dark Spider-Man movie, which they tried. It doesn't work. Like, it's Spider-Man, he's not dark. It's the Flash, he's not dark. It's Superman, he's not dark. Let's stick to, like, you can change stories. That's fine. You can change stories. You can change characters. But these character motivation, the core of the character shouldn't change. That's why everybody was mad about Batman killing people blatantly in Batman v Superman. Because
Batman doesn't kill.
It's against his core. That's like his one thing. You know?
He doesn't kill and no guns.
Yeah, I mean, even though he kills in every movie, but it wasn't blatant enough for us to complain about it. So
right, those were like casualties of war. That doesn't count.
Yeah, like he drove away and the flames from his Batmobile killed some people. We thought it was funny. We didn't we didn't think about it. But when you have machine guns and you're shooting down people, like, it's like, what's the issue there? So I hope this doesn't work for Ezra Miller, and I hope he gets replaced as a Flash because I don't like him. Another DC issue that I find, because I was excited for Wonder Woman 84, right? Everybody's excited. We saw.
So what they messing up now?
Dallas is not excited for Wonder Woman 84.
I was on the fence.
I mean, I like Wonder Woman. I like who they have playing her.
You like Wonder Woman.
Whatever. I think Gal Gadot's good as Wonder Woman, except for in Justice League, because that was bad. But in set photos, we saw Steve Trevor's back in Wonder Woman 84, and everybody's questioning, like, oh, so what's the premise here? Is it a flashback, hallucination, type of deal? What's the deal with that? Apparently, the director says, and this isn't commenting on Steve Trevor, so we still don't know on that, but the director says the Wonder Woman movie is a standalone movie, and it's a sequel, like in the sense of the James Bond movies.
So it's not a sequel.
Right. It's a sequel, but not a sequel.
It's just a movie that features Wonder Woman.
Yeah. So I will be real upset if we watch this. Steve Trevor died in the first movie, and in this one, it's just, no, it's Steve Trevor. It's fine.
Why would they do that?
I don't know. Like, that doesn't work for these movies.
Well, no, it doesn't. But then I don't understand. Like, if they're trying to create a universe, why would they let someone make a movie that doesn't fit in anything?
I don't think they're trying to make a universe anymore. Which it's fine, I guess. But like, I'm just confused at what they're doing. Like, doing the James Bond sequel type of deal doesn't. I don't think it works with these movies.
No, because James Bond can be his individual movie. It doesn't matter. But even then, they are kind of connected.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
I think that's what she's saying. She's saying it's going to be kind of connected.
But not directly connected.
Yeah.
Okay, if Moneypenny dies, and I'm just saying this as just as an example, and diamonds are forever, then Moneypenny is not going to be seen in Man with the Golden Gun. Like, that's how that goes. So to have Steve Trevor in this movie, that makes no sense.
Yeah, so I don't know what the truthfulness of this. And let's take the universe aspect out of it. Just forget that. Just a Wonder Woman movie franchise. To me, it doesn't
then
work.
Why is it called Wonder Woman 84 then, or 1984?
Because it takes place in 1984.
That's why.
Well, yeah, I know that, but I thought they came out and said like, "Hey, it's another prequel."
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Of the no. I'm saying just taking the universe aspect out of consideration. Even if this was just a Wonder Woman series, it still, to me, doesn't work doing the James Bond-esque sequel type of deal where everything doesn't have to line up exactly.
Yeah, no, it has to follow whatever happened in the first movie.
Yeah, I mean, like, okay, let's random movie, Oceans 11, 12, and 13. You couldn't just go randomly like, oh, this kind of connects it. No, they had to connect together. Like,
yeah, you can't say Ocean 11 didn't happen. They did not rob those casinos.
Yeah, I mean, even the early Batman movies, they still they still connected enough. Where I mean, 89 to Batman and Robin.
Yeah,
so horribly.
Yeah, and I mean, even though Batman was played by a different actor, like,
it's still Batman.
They were still connected.
Wasn't it the same mansion and everything?
Yeah.
I think with Val Kilmer and George Clooney.
Yeah. So, I don't know. I hope she's just saying this kind of like we're taking a different wrong meaning from what she was saying. But to me, if you're making a Wonder Woman series, it should definitely connect, especially nowadays where people expect the movies to not have as many plot holes in them and continuity errors. Like, people are on that nowadays. Like, I don't think it would be a good idea to change it.
I want to start a petition, and we should write and direct these movies. Like, we should just go out there, just 3D directed by 3D rivals.
Yes. Yeah, I'm sure that would be better than the movies have come out. That's sarcasm for anyone wondering. No, our movie would probably be worse than Batman v Superman. I can criticize it, but I can't say that I can do it. I know it's a lot of hard work. So
I'm a pretty decent writer. Y'all can do the rest.
Okay.
This silence is weird faces on.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
Wait, so you're a better writer than us two?
You are not.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'm going on record to say that. Yeah.
Okay.
What have you written?
I've written a lot of stuff.
Poetry don't count.
Not poems, yeah. Don't talk about poems. And I've read your poems. Not good. No.
All right, we could go ahead and go on to the next set of news. Go ahead and go to the next set of news.
So let's talk a bit about the Aladdin trailer. There was an Aladdin trailer this week. You guys both saw it?
Yes.
All right.
The more I see about this movie, the less I like it. And them singing A Whole New World did not sound good to me.
It wasn't. That wasn't it.
It wasn't it.
That ain't it. All right.
I hate that song, by the way.
What? A Whole New World, dude?
Yes, I hate that song.
Okay.
All right, man. Something wrong with. See, this is why you're not a good writer.
It's a whole new world.
Don't you dare close your eyes. All right, stop singing before we get copyright. On
the magic carpet ride.
Oh,
Well, first of all, you hate it because that's not how the song
yeah,
goes.
it's not how it goes at all. I don't even know what key. It's not the rhythm. Anyhow, I have to say, in motion, the genie looks better. I think. Than like the still pictures we got. I think it looks better that way. It widely seems to be the same movie, just with people.
They're always the same movie. Like, exactly the same.
Exactly the same. Yeah. Oh, man. It's kind of weird.
Nothing wrong with that.
I don't see the point.
Yeah, it's nothing wrong with it. It's just, I kind of want Disney to stop making these.
Yeah, because Dumbo comes out soon.
Yeah, I think next month. Or
We're not going to go see that.
No, I'm not seeing that.
Okay.
No, I don't even think it's next month. I think it's in a couple of weeks.
First of all, I wouldn't watch Dumbo the cartoon movie while I watch it in live action.
Man, I did not like that movie.
I don't think I have seen that movie all the way through, and I do not know the premise of the movie.
It's an elephant that can fly in a circus.
Right, but okay, like, who's the villain? What's the plot?
The circus is the villain. That's all you need to know. I'm pretty sure that's it.
I'm pretty sure it's probably more to that, but
I only remember the drunk elephants.
Yeah, that's all I remember is him getting drunk.
that is in the movie too.
Well, yeah.
It's not gonna be in the live action one. He's gonna drink a soda.
No, we were questioning that before.
Oh, it's in the live action one?
Yeah.
How do you know this? It's not out yet.
Trailer.
That was not in the trailer, was it?
Yes, there were pink and purple elephants in the trailer, in the shape of bubbles, just like in the movie cartoon.
That's gonna be a dream. Doesn't mean he was drunk. He gonna be dreaming. But okay, so Aladdin. They like played every song in this trailer, like all of the songs. I'm like, okay.
Hey, as long as they do, what's that? Never Had a Friend Like Me?
It's in the trailer.
It's in the trailer.
One good thing I have to say, it does seem like it's not Will Smith trying to do a Robin Williams.
Oh
Genie.
no.
Yeah,
No.
so
Right, yeah.
I think that's good because that's what I was afraid of. You know, trying to imitate a Robin Williams.
I think he came out and said that. He said that, Robin Williams did such a good job, a great job, that, this is not trying to do it better.
Right.
It's just, he said it's trying to show respect of what he did with the character.
Yeah. And I mean, some of the jokes I thought was pretty good, decent. People are saying there was a Fresh Prince reference in there. I didn't see it.
I want to look at it.
I heard that it was, but I got to look at it again.
Yeah. But we'll see. We'll probably go see this movie and see how it is. I know, Dallas, you're so happy about this. It's lovely. But yeah, so that's good. And then the other big trailer of the week, which I am so happy about, Avengers Endgame.
Yes.
Yes. So what did you guys think about Avengers Endgame trailer number 2?
One, they didn't really show us a whole lot, but I think it takes place over time because do you see how often Scarlett Johansson's hair changed?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Yeah, first of all, by the end, like it's like super long. So this is at least going to take over around 6 months to a year, like the time span of this movie. To me, I'm gonna say because it was pretty long at the end, and the blonde had like grown completely out, almost.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I
Her hair.
think. Go ahead, Derek.
I was going to say in the post credits of Captain Marvel, her hair was longer as well compared to how it was in Infinity War.
Was it?
No, it was the same hair.
I thought it was the same hair, from what I saw, because everyone was. Yeah, everyone was saying how that showed that Captain Marvel was going to be showing up in the beginning of the movie rather than later on.
Okay, I have to look at it again then.
Yeah, because Steve Rogers still had his beard and everything.
Right. Yeah, and his parts in his trailer where he doesn't have it.
Actually, everyone's hair changes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Hawkeye. Yeah, his hair changes too.
Yeah, Hawkeye his changes.
Yeah, he got the mohawk, the Ronin look.
Yeah. So, first of all, of course, Marvel just has to remind us to be sad about the events of Infinity War. It starts off with like black and white pictures of the older movies, and it's like, and you notice it focused on Tony Stark, Thor, and Steve Rogers
because they're all gone.
You can't kill Thor.
I honestly don't think Thor is gonna die, but I think he's gonna like sacrifice his power or something.
Oh, I'll be so. I can't believe that I'm ready for Captain America to die, but just hearing that dude's gonna kill Thor, I just felt like real sad inside. like no.
I don't think they will kill Thor.
Probably.
I just honestly, only character that I think that's going to die is Tony.
I don't know. In this second trailer, like Tony was kind of the center of the first trailer, and then in this second trailer, it's kind of Captain America. Like he's at the forefront of everything they were putting up there, and he's at the front of the poster.
That no one dies.
No, someone's dying.
Someone's dying.
Definitely.
Yeah, someone's definitely dying.
Yeah.
Also, this means while everybody again was saying, "Oh, Captain Marvel's just going to come in and beat Thanos," the time span of this movie shows that that's not going to happen. You can see in the trailers, it's going to take place over a long period of time. So,
well, no matter on how strong she is, no one can beat Thanos with the 5 rings. So, if anything, part of their plan is trying to figure out how to get the gauntlet.
Okay.
Maybe they keep going back in time, like deja vu.
And keep trying it over and over again.
That's a thing.
Yeah.
People were saying at the end of the trailer, like the suits they were in were similar to Hank Pym, so maybe they're not spacesuits, maybe they're quantum realm suits.
Okay, so how does going to the quantum realm help them?
I don't know, but the directors have been saying the quantum realm is important. It's probably why Ant-Man ended his movie in the quantum realm. But again, they could be lying to us, like they do all the time. So,
yeah,
I do like those suits, though.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. So we do see that Tony and Nebula is back on Earth, which we already knew they were going to be. But
yeah, that's what I felt like. It's like it showed us things, but didn't tell us anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We still have no idea how this movie's going to go. And they're still saying this is only the first, 20 minutes. It's got to be a little bit more because there was a little bit of action in this. And, of course, with Scarlett Johansson's hair being super long at the end, I feel like this has to be a bit more than the first 20 minutes.
But maybe the slow walk.
Yeah.
And Ant-Man looking at the missing people posters. That's like all the first 20 minutes.
Probably. Yeah. So we're really not getting anything out of this. Not stopping people from theorizing.
It's part of the fun.
Yeah. Someone said they think that the Avengers headquarters got attacked, which I kind of agree with, because you got Ant-Man and he's jumping over like a pencil and stuff like that, and and that scene where he was suiting up in the office of the Avengers headquarters. Well, one, why are you suiting up with the helmet coming on ready to fight? And then with the, if you're fighting Thanos, there's no Earth technology, I guess, where he is, right? No pencils and tapes.
Would Thanos attack them in Avengers Towers? Or, I'm sorry, it's not the Avengers Towers. Or whatever it's called.
Yeah, I don't think it's Thanos. I don't know if it's
I
Thanos.
always thought there was another bad guy in this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, I think there's one or two villains that will be introduced in this movie that haven't been in any other movies.
What if Thanos is beat in like the first few minutes of the movie, and then the rest is just a whole nother story? What if?
Yeah, that is very possible.
I don't know if I would be happy or mad about that. I don't know.
Yeah, the first 15, 20 minutes.
I would be like, seriously?
Yeah, they can't solve this issue in the first part of this movie. It's got to take the movie to solve this issue, though.
Yeah, I agree. But I was trying to figure, like, who could the other villain be?
I don't know. They haven't mentioned anything. We don't know anything. That's
right.
This is
like I was just thinking. I was like, dude, what if like it triggered something and Galactus recognized the Earth?
They can't use Galactus.
I know. In my head, I was thinking of Galactus, but I was like, yeah.
I feel like
that would be interesting, though.
I feel like after this, Phase 4 should be Kang the Conqueror.
Ah, yeah.
Because messing with time and everything.
Yeah.
Have they done it yet?
They haven't done Kang yet.
Kang the Conqueror?
Is he a...
He's an Avengers villain.
I know he is. Is he a Kree or is he just purple?
He's just purple.
Okay.
He's just purple.
Yeah.
Rumor is that Krang the Kang... Or Krang.
That's Ninja Turtles.
Right. Kang the Conqueror is Tony Stark from the future. That's the rumor.
Huh?
What?
Yeah, that's the rumor.
What, in the comics?
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Whoa, what? I gotta read up on this.
I'm gonna Google it.
Also, people think that Hawkeye's family in that scene they showed us, that's where they get dusted or decimated.
That makes sense, right? They're all happy because they said he had the ankle monitor on in that scene.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
That's what people said. I couldn't really tell, so okay. I'm thinking like, oh, we're happy, and then his daughter disappears.
Man, see, they're gonna start this movie with people disappearing, aren't they?
Yes.
Yeah, they probably are. We're going to see more people who.
What if they just re-showed that scene again at the beginning of the movie? It's just the last scene from Avengers Infinity War. It's like, hey, look at this again.
Everybody gonna be all sad.
So we still don't know how Tony and Nebula get back, but we do see Hawkeye and Black Widow on the ship, on the Benatar. So apparently the ship makes it back to Earth.
I think it's Captain Marvel. I think she saves them.
You think she saves and bring the ship back?
Yeah.
Makes sense. Why not?
I can see that.
Yeah, I think I talked about it last week. Like, the Avengers could get Tony's transmission, and then she can go and save him. So that's possible. Man, this movie just, even without them showing anything, it just looks so good. It looks so good. Like,
yeah, it does. And corrections about Kang the Conqueror is actually Sue Richards and Reed Richards from the future. Nathaniel Richards.
Their son. Why do you always have these kids that are messed up? They need not procreate. Like,
I know.
Jeez.
Yeah.
And how come they keep making powerful mutants? They're not a mutant.
I know. And they said something about how he took Apocalypse powers and some of Doctor Doom's plus his powers that he have already.
Oh, he's
It's
overpowered.
crazy.
Oh, Doctor Doom would be good for the next phase of movies too.
Yeah.
They got to do them right, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I imagine.
Well, you know, Marvel will do it right. Dude, they can even do Apocalypse.
Let's wait.
Correctly.
Let's wait.
Correctly.
Let's wait.
Not that crap that came out 2 years ago.
Yeah, let's wait. Let's not. They do seem to try to avoid, like with Spider-Man, they use the Vulture and then they use Mysterio, and not the same villains that we had before, which is good. So.
Well, I mean, there's plenty of villains that they can use.
Yeah.
That haven't been used in any of the movies.
No, Marvel, they can pull up a C-list villain and probably make them real compelling.
Yeah, or make them overpowered for the movie.
Yeah, you could do that.
Yeah, because I mean, like they depower some people for movies and TV shows.
True, like Scarlet Witch is definitely depowered currently.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, I don't know if there's anything else to mention about it. I'm excited to see it. It's in a month now, about a month.
April 27th.
Yeah, so 26, we're gonna be seeing it. I'm excited. That's 4 weeks. I'm happy. Other than that, okay, so let's get into The Gifted. So everybody saw the whole season 2 of The Gifted, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So overall, spoilers for The Gifted if you haven't watched the season. So we're gonna be talking about everything that happened in it. Overall, I do give this season like an 8 out of 10. I think I liked it. It was pretty good, compelling.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking I would give it a B.
A B.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same. It was because season 1 was good, and I was just worried that like sometimes with shows, the second season it gets that lag, and it just doesn't have that interest or wow factor anymore.
Yeah.
But I felt that with season 2, it kept your attention.
It definitely did. It, from episode to episode, you're definitely we're interested in what was going on. Especially with God, what's the daughter's name? Lauren, yeah.
I don't know why I wanted to say Claire, and I don't know where that name came from.
Heroes. That's where that came from. It came from Heroes.
She do remind me of her, though.
Kind of. Yeah, even with Lauren, her what was going on with her and their family history and everything, and then with her and her brother, that was real interesting. And I'm glad they showed us their power working this time. Like, we actually got to see what happened. That was pretty cool, too.
Yeah. Yeah. I like what they did with the Cuckoo sisters, too.
The Frost triplets, or I guess they were quintuplets, but missing 2.
Yeah.
So did Emma Frost have quintuplets?
No, I think they're clones. Or
oh, they're clones of Emma Frost? Okay.
I think so.
Yeah. Or I don't even think they're clones of Emma Frost. I think she saved them.
No,
or whatever.
they got like her powers.
Yeah, no, they're
We're about to find out.
It's definitely got something to do with Emma Frost more than this. She saved them.
I got you.
Because that's why they have their telepathy. Yes, I got to think of which one it is. Telekinetics is when you can move things. Okay. So yeah, their story was interesting too. Now, my question: did her 2 sisters die at the end?
I don't think so. I mean, I don't think what's it, Marcos would hit him hard enough to kill him.
Yeah, that's what I was like. Because Taylor was asking if they died, and I was like, I don't think he would. But then, like, they didn't show up again.
It was at the end of the episode.
Yeah. So okay. Well, she's with the rest of the team now. What's her face?
Yeah, Esme.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
So, Thunderbird got a pretty good
I love the
arc.
homage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love the homage. They have him come out look like his
comic book
how
character
he is in the
with
comic
the
book.
paint on his eyes. Yeah, that was pretty good. And his character arc got pretty good towards the end of that.
Yeah, I like the way how they did him. I think they need to do something more with Marcos or get rid of him.
Yeah, Marcos didn't do much this season.
Yeah.
Except for whine and cry.
Yeah,
Well,
which is
everyone whines and cries in the show.
yeah. Well, it's a network TV show.
That's true.
And it's like the only thing that irritates me is just I'm like, especially the mom.
Hmm.
What's her name? Caitlin.
Yeah,
Like she's so ridiculous. I can't stand her.
she's kind of horrible.
I'm the only one here without powers.
It's like 1 minute she's like complaining about mutants, and then she's like willing to
Right.
sacrifice people.
Yeah.
And
Right.
then like in the last episode, she got guns now, and I'm like, when did you learn how to
What is
shoot?
yeah, I'm like, what is she doing? Yeah, like, first, where is she? She was a soccer mom. And then all of a sudden, she knows how to shoot a gun. I don't know.
With two hands.
And her emotions
Yeah.
are all over the place. Like you mentioned about hating mutants, and then like don't know. It's like with the daughter, manage your powers, don't do it, and then it's go all out, give into it. It's just like, wait, hold on, you want her to be controlled?
And then
Or
she
do
sacrificed those mutants when they were running from the police.
Yes.
She's like, oh, let's split
Yes.
up. And because I'm like, man, she's dirty.
That was grimy.
The
That was grimy.
the son and the father, I gotta use their names.
Andy.
Andy.
and-
Andy. Oh, dang, what's the
Reed.
father's name?
Reed.
Yeah, there we go.
So Andy and Reed, like, they had that whole conversation about who's the monster, and I'm sitting here thinking like, well, the mom gave a junkie drugs, and then put him on withdrawal.
Yeah.
Like she
She's pretty
tortured
awful.
the dude, and then like
Right.
abandoned those mutants.
My thing is, dude was dying from ODing and just like broke out the defibrillator and just get his heart back going,
Yeah,
and then put his hand back on the thing. Like, find him. Like, my dude, he didn't die. The OD just like didn't care.
Yeah, no,
yeah,
she's
she's
awful.
dirty. I'm like, you talk about a monster, something's wrong with her. And I feel like, so did Reed actually die? Because mutants with
Man.
explosion powers, they usually don't die when they explode.
I was thinking.
I was
that.
like, he gotta
I
come
was
back. It's a
thinking
comic book, so he comes back.
Right? I don't know. Are they making a season
Well,
3?
we all thought that Blink was dead.
I didn't.
I didn't. I knew she wasn't going to be
She-
dead. They
she
said
fell
she
in the portal.
teleported somewhere.
Yeah, I thought she was just stuck in
Dude,
another
she
dimension
took-
or something.
She took like 4 slugs. Like,
Hey, 50
And
Cent
she
got
doesn't
shot 9
have-
times.
Got a
and she
point.
doesn't have healing powers.
You can bounce back from getting shot.
Okay.
You can.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Okay. I mean, I knew she wasn't gonna die because it was Blink, but then I was thinking, I'm like, well, this is network TV. I'm like, they could just randomly kill off people.
They could. But I was surprised at that point, and I was surprised she
Yeah.
was, by the
Yeah, I
end of the
wasn't
season, she was
expecting
still gone, except for the last second of the season. But,
Yeah.
yeah, so, but when they started the last episode with the flashback and her saying that, it was the one place she always teleports to or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So I figured, at that point, I was like, okay, so that's what happened. She got shot and she teleported out to wherever that place was.
Ah, I didn't catch that.
Yeah. But yeah,
That's a good.
I'm
That's a
glad.
good take,
Oh, girl died though.
Oh, Reva?
Reva, yeah. My
dude. Yeah.
God. She horrible.
But I was kind of thinking with Reed though that he could possibly be dead because
His father
I was
died.
just saying, huh?
Remember in the first season? Was it the first season or the
Yeah.
season?
First.
When his
Yeah.
his father had that fireball thing,
Yeah.
he died.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did die.
Yeah. Well, because they kept saying that his powers is, uncontrollable. Like, he may never be able to control his powers. So that's why I was kind of thinking that he may be dead for real as well.
I was thinking
Because
that
he
maybe
would never.
the reverse happens. That since she forces him to lose control, then that is like the turning point where he can like turn it
that
on and off.
causes him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Because, I mean, there is a mutant in the comic books that has a similar powers to that, where, like, he explodes
Yeah.
and then he can bring himself back together over time.
Oh, they're probably not doing that.
Well, I mean, I know that. I was just saying that's what that reminds me of. That's just a really painful power, though.
Yeah.
Just go blow up yourself, and then you gotta.
I want to see them do more with Lorna.
Yeah.
I know, right?
This is Magneto's daughter. Like, the whole time watching this season, I kept going like, okay, Reva's got some strong power, but Lorna should be stronger.
Which is why I kind of wish Lorna did not go back.
Yeah.
Because I feel like the entire time I knew her and Andy was going to go back.
Right.
And I felt like it just, it wasn't real.
Yeah.
And I just...
If anything, I thought that if there was a possibility, Randy wouldn't.
His name is Andy.
Andy. Yep.
Yeah, Andy. Sorry. I'm getting him and his father's name blended together. But for me, he was the one I was like, if anyone doesn't come back, it would be him. Because, I don't know, I just figured that Polaris was going to come back regardless, no matter what was going on.
Right.
And what made me mad was the shootout scene. I'm like, they shooting bullets and throwing missiles. Like, you got the power of magnetism. Like, really?
Yeah.
She contribute to the fight? None.
She didn't really use her power that much. So, I mean, I think that's just a kind of a thing of the writers wanting a scene to go a certain way, so they kind of don't use certain characters. Kind of like you watch like the Justice League cartoon, and you'll be like, "Why didn't Superman just use his heat vision in this?" And it's because the writers didn't want him to. That's the only answer.
True.
So, yeah, I mean, I kind of want to see a bigger arc with her. She should be super strong. Like, she should be really, really strong. I want to see him use her more. So if we get a season 3, it does look like it's going to be some kind of Days of Future Past, or what did you guys think that looked like, that last scene?
I think it is.
Yeah, I mean, since I think you said that's what the rumor is, it makes sense because it's like she left someplace and it was like on fire and it was just, devastated looking. Mm-hmm. And she's like, you guys need to see this.
Yeah.
So I definitely feel like that's where we're going with it.
Right, yeah, so maybe Blink goes back into the past. And with her powers, I could see you making that stretch. It's better than Kitty Pryde.
Because her hair was different and stuff, too.
Yeah. She had different,
hair, different clothes
and everything. I would like to see how they do that. And you can really flesh it out since it's a whole season rather than a 2-hour movie, So,
yeah, you can.
Yeah. But yeah, Gifted is a real good show.
And they can probably touch on things or expand on things that you can't in the movie or that they didn't in the movie.
Right.
That they would have to try to explain in the movie, where in the show they don't have to.
Yeah, you get better character development in TV shows because you have the time. Unless you do 20 movies over 10 years. So, Gift is a really good show. We'll see what happens with it. We don't know exactly what's going to happen with the whole Disney-Fox merger and Marvel being one Marvel. So, we'll see what they do there. But in the meantime, if we get a season 3, it should be good. So, the best part of our podcast, what you doing? So, Derek, what you doing? Derek?
What happened?
What you doing?
Oh, I didn't hear you. It just went blank.
Oh. Okay. Yes.
Yes. Honestly, when Dallas was talking about The Sims, so I picked up and was finishing up on The Sims. I haven't played that in a minute. And I forget on how very addictive that can get. Because you just be like, all right, I'm going to play one more day. Then you'll be like, wait, let me get my person promoted. Wait, let me see, I can get this girl on a date. Wait, let me see if they can get married. So, but The Sims, classic game.
It's
Love it.
classic. I don't know if I can sit down and play it now though.
Dude, it is very time consuming. That is for sure.
Yeah.
That it is very time consuming.
I used to like only play when I was like doing my laundry because laundry takes 2 hours. I'm like, I'm gonna do this while I'm do that.
Oh, fair enough.
So that's usually when I play.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I wanted to make mention when we were talking about the Stepford Cuckoo girls.
The Frost.
Yeah, they they are actually from Emma Frost. They took her eggs.
Okay, so they're
and,
clones.
They didn't say that they cloned them in the actual comic book. They said that they were actually born. And
Well, clones are like, it's not like the sci-fi. I press a button and there's a clone of me. Like clones, as actual modern times, they're born.
No, but he said they took her eggs.
Okay.
right,
Okay.
So-
right, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That makes them her
Like
kids.
yeah,
Sure.
and that they were actually literally born and
But
not
were they like
grown in it.
laboratory created, or you know what I mean? Like, did they give them things?
Well, they said that, well, I guess Darren is kind of right too. It said that they took over 1,000 eggs from Emma when she was in a coma from when they got attacked by Sentinels. And there were hundreds of clones within their chambers. Of course, Weapon X was behind this.
Of course.
And they were part of Weapon X 14 or Weapon 14. I don't know why I said X because X means 10.
Right. Which is why it's called
Yeah.
Weapon X.
Yeah, Weapon X or Weapon 10. So it was Weapon X IV. So they stole her eggs and then I guess they experimented and cloned them.
Interesting.
Yeah, very interesting.
That's
Yeah.
messed up.
And just like on the show, there were 5, 2 of them died, and now currently there's 3.
Oh, I thought they made that part up.
Nope, they stayed true to that story.
I wonder how accurate this show is. They might be pretty accurate. I don't know.
It could
Who's
be.
this light person? Is
I think he's made up.
Marco made up?
I think Marco is made up.
Okay. It's got a weird
Well,
power.
as Deanna talk about what she's doing, I can give y'all the answer.
Okay. Since the Endgame trailer came out, I decided I'm going to watch all the Marvel movies. I don't have all of them. I have most of them. Started with Iron Man. Still great. I love it. So I got 5 weeks to get through them all.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
If I watch, I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah.
I just
That's
realized
a
I'm not home
lot.
enough to watch these.
I
movies.
kind of want to do that. I might do it after Endgame. I might do
I'm
it
gonna
next
try.
time.
Well, for Captain Marvel coming out, they have shown all the Captain America movies. They have shown Thor 1 and 2. They have shown Iron Man 2 and 3. And they have shown Guardians of the Galaxy. These past 2 weekends. Since Captain Marvel has came out.
Okay. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be pretty neat to do though, Dallas.
I'm still gonna try.
Yeah.
I gotta do the math on how many.
Or
movies I
we'll just
gotta
watch all the Avenger movies.
I watched Aquaman again, which I do like a little bit better than when we saw it in theaters, but I still got bored at the end of it. Like to me, that last battle wasn't good. And then I started watching Infinity War again because the Avengers Endgame trailer came out. So I was doing that. But I think next week I'm going to check out that book, Cherry, see if I can find it and see what that's about, see if it's any good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you had to tell us about that.
Yeah, I'll check it out. So, with that being said, I guess that's the end of the podcast for this week. I'd like to thank you guys.
Oh, I did get your answer before you ended. The list of made-up people for the show is Reed Strucker, Caitlin Strucker, and the kids.
Yeah. I think, we all knew that one.
I mean, right. It's like they exist in the comic book, but how they are portrayed on the show is totally different.
Yes.
And Marcos is a made-up character. They said that they took backgrounds of a mutant named Sunspot and Wolverine and combined them together.
I don't see any Wolverine in there.
What part of him is Wolverine?
Wasn't Sunspot was in the Days of Future Past movie?
Yeah, I think so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I don't know. I guess its criminal background, would be from Wolverine.
There's no Wolverine in there. They just wanted to say that.
He was way too soft.
Well, that's what they said. It said the character was created for the series, but takes inspiration from comic book characters Sunspot and Wolverine.
Just Sunspot. So he's Sunspot. All right. Cool. With that being said...
But yeah, they're the made-up ones. And so is Reva.
Reva. Okay. Yeah. Well, guys, with that being said, we're going to end the podcast off here. So thank you guys for listening, and make sure you catch us on a weekly basis here at 3D Rivals. You can also send us an email if you want to comment on anything that you heard here on the podcast. Our email is 3drivals@gmail.com. Make sure you hit us up there. And as always, thank you very much for watching. Peace out. Or listening, I guess. I always say watching, and they're not watching anything. Yeah.
Go Browns.
Oh, God.